What is going on, you guys? Steve with the video for you today. So today we're going to do a player spotlight video. And it's going to be of outfielder Grady Sizemore. But before we get into some Sizemore information and stats, I'd like to give a quick shout out to the channel Fabien over at Undrafted Player. So I was trying to think of who to give a shout out to. I don't have any Indians fans that I'm aware of on my channel. So I thought, I'd give a shout out to Fabien. If you guys aren't familiar with his channel, he's from France. And what I really like about him is, he loves American sports. He loves American base, MLB, NFL, NHL, NBA. He loves it all. And I think that's something really unique and fun because I'll be honest, outside of some major soccer player names, like the really big ones, I don't really know a lot about European sports. Like I don't know anything about rugby or stuff like that. So, cricket, I think, is another big sport over in Europe. I just don't have the knowledge of that kind of stuff. So I think it's really cool that he kind of, he knows a lot about American sports. And on his channel, you'll see shares a little bit of everything. And, he shares vintage. He's given my channel shout out a few times. So I thought I'd just, send some love his way. And if you guys aren't familiar with him, please go subscribe him. Link to his channel in my description. And man, once you subscribe to him and show him support, he's constantly there and he's always going back and checking out old videos of mine. So I really appreciate that, Fabien. And please go check him out, guys. So let's get into some Grady Sizemore. So Grady Sizemore, he got the nickname Super Sizemore. I better talk about these cards. So here we got his Bowman rookie card, his first card, and then we also have a Stadium Club rookie card of his, which is signed. It might be hard to see there. Yeah, there's a Grady Sizemore autograph. And over here, I really like that look of that Bowman Heritage throwback. So I thought I'd throw that one up on display. So let's get into some more Sizemore. Nicknames Super Sizemore. And I better show some cards as I do this. He was born on August 2nd, 1982 in Seattle, Washington. So he's currently 41 years old. He grew up in Everett, Washington, which is just north of Seattle from where I found it on a map. I'd assume it's like a distant suburb or something. Let's see, he was a complete athlete in high school where he played football, basketball, and baseball. He signed a letter of intent to play baseball and football at the University of Washington, but he eventually turned down the scholarship after being selected in the third round of the 2000 MLB draft by the Montreal Expos. And he played outfield, and he batted left-handed and threw right-handed. I guess he still technically does, but he just doesn't play anymore. Let's see, he was traded to the Cleveland Indians in 2002 and spent a few years in the Indians farm system, where he made his major league debut on July 21st, 2004. And from what I read in that trade, there was a lot of names involved in Bartolo Colon, Cliff Lee. Cliff Lee was just probably a prospect himself way back in those days. Let's see, he had a 10-year Major League Baseball career from 2004 to 2015. But 2 of those years, he was actually completely out of baseball and did not play at all. Let's see, 8 of those years, he was with the Cleveland Indians. And he had some off and on years with the Red Sox, Phillies, and Rays. Now, I do not remember him with the Phillies at all, but I do remember him with a quick stint with the Red Sox and the Rays. His Major League Baseball stats, there you can see a double. His Major League Baseball stats, he had a 265 career batting average, 1,098 hits, 150 home runs, 518 RBIs, 143 stolen bases, 660 runs, and a career WAR of 27.8. His Major League Baseball achievements: he was a 3-time All-Star, a 2-time Gold Glove Award winner, and a little bit, I thought he'd actually be in the Guardians/Indians Hall of Fame, but I did not see his name on there, and I looked it up a little bit and couldn't find anything. What he's doing now, from what I've read, is he's actually a Guardians advisor for player development for the Guardians. I don't know what that means, but that's what I read up on. That was in February of 2023 was the article. Let's see what else. My final thoughts on him is I honestly think when I think of him, I think he could have been a generational talent, but I know he had some serious back injuries, and this isn't, the kind of stuff where they go on the IL for 10, 15 days over some minor dumb stuff. I think that he actually had a serious back injury that kind of cost him his Major League Baseball career. And I know he had a nagging knee injury that kind of bothered him as well. So he lost a ton of time, to with that back injury, and I just don't think he was ever the same. But I really think he could have been like a generational type talent. Gonna have that rare combination of power and speed, kind of like what Mike Trout had. The power a little bit on the weaker side, but still pretty strong. Yeah, I was a Grady Sizemore fan, and I wish he could have developed into what I think a lot of people considered would have been a Hall of Fame career, but it just doesn't pan out. But nonetheless, an amazing player, and I'm just kind of surprised that the Guardians/Indians never put him into the Hall or into their player or their team Hall. Obviously, he'll never be in the Cooperstown, but let's share a few more. There's going to be the last Indians one, and then I have a Phillies one and a Rays one. Didn't really have a lot of the Phillies or Rays ones, but I had a ton of Indians ones. So there he is with the Phillies, and he ended his career with the Rays. So I appreciate you guys watching. Take care and stay safe, everybody. Please go check out Fabien, Undrafted Player.